Welcome, welcome, welcome to the last show of the semester, aka the senior show. It is action-packed. It is star-studded. We have our outgoing seniors, the graduating seniors, and then we have the other senior because Aaron asked me to join the show. So I'm happy to be here. It's a great show we have in store for you guys. We have so much to talk about. I know you're excited to get to all of it. Here's a picture of what's outside. Now, yesterday it was a very those storms that roll through, strong, severe, all kinds of reports, but it's a much quieter day across our region. In fact, even the temperatures have warmed up some. We got a few clouds, but still we're hanging on to 83 degrees. Now, we're going to take you back and then go through time, and as you look at this, though we have a respite from all the storms of yesterday, we're going to see another bout of this instability tomorrow. So still the possibility of some strong, again, the possibility of some of those severe thunderstorms. Notice in the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what I like to call the Gulf effect. So they tend to be a little bit stronger. They're very wet. We're going to get dumped on with all kinds of rainfall across the region. Be aware of that. But we are on the warm side. And you may have noticed because also the humidity is up. So while these are the actual numbers, it probably feels much hotter than what you're seeing on the screen right now. Again, big show for us tonight. We got a senior show. We got seniors in the studio. Let's hear it for the seniors. We have a Friday team leader clipboard ceremony. Don't know what it is, but you're going to find out. Where are the seniors going? The answer to that question. Very many more are coming up in the show. More when we come back.
Tonight is the last time you'll see many of us here on the show in a very long time. We are graduating next Friday as meteorology majors, so this is the last time, again, that you will see a lot of us here on the show. But don't worry, we're going to have a lot of fun on the show, and even though we're going to have a lot of fun, we're still going to be bringing you all the latest weather and making sure you have the information you need for this weekend and going into exam week next week so you can make sure you ace those finals and actually graduate next week. So, again, with the weather, we had an actual round of pretty bad weather come through yesterday, and a lot of places had some pretty severe damage come through with tornadoes and strong winds and even hail in some locations. And we haven't seen the end of that yet. Tomorrow, we're going to have yet another round of severe weather. We also have a risk for severe weather, slight risk from Storm Prediction Center, and that's a risk for more tornadoes, more strong wind, and more hail. So this is something that you really need to take seriously, especially if your area was already impacted by those storms yesterday. So some things to be aware of, and just make sure you're keeping an eye on the weather as we go through. Stay tuned into your weather radio, stay tuned into your local weather station, and just be aware of what's going on. But we're going to look even more into that so you can get a better idea of what's to come and keeping yourself safe. So we're going to throw things over to Katie to take a look at our first local.
Thank you, Melissa. Let's take one last look at Doak Campbell Stadium, where we are seeing a gorgeous view compared to yesterday, where we had those storms passing through. We are sitting at a comfortable temperature at 53 with partly cloudy conditions and a slight breeze coming from the southwest. So very pleasant conditions. And as we look at our almanac, we are at 87 as our high and 64 as our low. So we're pretty much not as close as we were in 1978 as our low record, and nearly not as close as our high as well. At our local radar, we could see that scatter here on the east side of Tallahassee, but when we look to the west side of Tallahassee, we're pretty much all in the clear. So everything should be pretty much great for the rest of the day. For our current temperatures here in Tallahassee, we're looking at all around the 80. We're at the hot spot here at the state capitol, and a little bit cooler as we get down to Apalachicola near the coast, but pretty much warm and mild conditions. And for our current dew points, we are looking at all around the 60s, 71 here in Perry, and that's going to make today feel very muggy and clammy, as some may say. And for tonight's forecast, we should be expecting a few storms passing over tonight, but we're pretty much staying cool. 66 here in Apalachicola, 62 here in Tallahassee, and will be a little bit colder as we move inland with 60 here in Bainbridge. So if you do plan on heading out, you might want to bring a jacket. And for our future radar, we'll see that storm passing by with some very heavy rain, so definitely keep an eye out for that. You can see it right here as it passes over and hits Tallahassee by Saturday at 6. So keep that in mind if you have any outdoor activities planned for tomorrow, because that rain will be coming in hot. And for tomorrow's forecast, we are looking at pretty pleasant temperatures with all around the board of 70, 79 here in Perry, so pretty much good conditions. And for the week ahead, like I said, this weekend we will be expecting a lot of rain, but as we get into the week ahead, more sunnier conditions, and Friday we might bump into some scattered showers.
Thank you, Katie. Hayden and I are actually going to change things up a little bit here. We're going to take a look at Florida, but right now we see that big slug of moisture out in the eastern Gulf, chucking its way towards Florida, but sort of dissipating as it moves through at the moment. Adjust that camera for me real quick. Get that up. Thank you there. So we got that big slug of moisture moving from west to east into Florida. And Hayden, why don't you join me over here with that mic?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
So we're going to look at Florida a little bit more in depth. So Hayden, take it away with Miramar Beach.
Yeah, Miramar Beach. Actually not looking too bad right now. A little bit of showers in the area, but still pretty pleasant, 72 degrees. So if you're going to head out to those waters, just keep an eye on the sky, but I think you can head out to the beach safely. Also looking out, you can see that cam looking not too bad. Orlando, 81 degrees, warm. Nothing but sunshine. Head out there for your Friday. And also look at that. I think, what is that? Is that the 408, Parker?
That is the 408 and the I-4 exchange, right?
408, I-4 exchange, Citrus Bowl champions right there. Orlando looking great.
Yeah, so I'll take a ride over real quick. I'm going to look at Duck Key. We've got some nice resorts down there. 83 and breezy at the moment, so those showers are going to be just to the north at the moment. But take a look at this. Look at that beach. I'd rather be right there. How about you?
That sounds great.
Clear skies right on the sand. Looks beautiful out there right now. Current temperatures around the block, 80 in Pensacola, 84 here in the capital city of Tallahassee, 85 down in Key West, 80 in West Palm with a little bit of showers moving through the area, and 86 over in Orlando. Hayden, dew points.
Yeah, dew points. Tampa, 69, very nice temperature. 71 West Point Palm Beach, very moist as well. 74 Miami, a very pleasant temperature, and 71 in Key West. Pensacola, a little bit drier, 62, feeling that cold front coming through the area. And look at these thunderstorms throughout the area. 79 Miami, 74 Fort Myers. You want to bring an umbrella because we're going to have showers and squall lines approaching the area, so just keep an eye out.
Yeah, and here's the setup for the next couple of days as we move through tomorrow into about the 5 o'clock time zone, or time period. We have this line of thunderstorms that's just located right behind this cold front, located right over top of Tallahassee. So we're going to get some rain and some moisture tomorrow around 5 p.m. We'll take you through the next few hours or so. Sunday by 12 a.m. we get some clearer skies, but still going to be very, very muggy out there with humidity around 90% for this time tomorrow. And then for Sunday, we're going to clear up at around the 8 a.m. time. But we do have this second line that's going to be moving through overnight towards the morning hours through central Florida, and then eventually making its way through southern Florida. And then we clear up for the remainder of the weekend by Sunday evening. Look at that. Clearing up just in time for the work week ahead, just in time for finals week here at Florida State University. And then for tomorrow's forecasting, you can join me for this one. I'm going to take over the right side of the screen, or your left side of the screen. Pensacola 74 with rain showers through the area. Tallahassee 78 with thunder showers moving through the area throughout.
Yeah, let's take a look at the East Coast. Jacksonville, 83 degrees. Watch out for those in Duval, like Tyler heading out for the draft parties. Orlando, 90 degrees. Thunderstorms around. Same thing, West Palm Beach, Miami, all across the East Coast, especially the sea breeze. Definitely be busy thunderstorms for sure.
Yeah, but for now, I'm going to pass things over to Evan with a deeper look into where he may be headed in the next
so
couple days.
we're taking a bit of a change here from what I'm actually used to. I've never really been, for the most part, west of the Mississippi River, but I'm going to take a trip out to El Paso, Texas. That's where I'm going to be starting my broadcast meteorology career here in the next month or two. And you might wonder, well, what is El Paso looking like right now? Looking very dry, and that's going to be a typical thing that I'm going to have to get used to out there, that dry climate out there. There actually are a few showers up to the north here, just north of I-10 in that area up here, but most of the time it's going to be dry and rather warm in El Paso. The good news, though, is that it's a dry heat, so I won't have to deal with that humidity that Florida does. So That's a little bit of an advantage for me there, but temperatures are still quite mild. You see here 82 in Deming, 74 here in El Paso. You can actually see where the mountains are. See how much cooler we are up here in the mountains? That's up in the 50s right now, and we are cooler down here in Carlsbad, 58 degrees and 62 there in Van Horn. For the future, we are not expecting any rainfall anytime soon here in El Paso, and that's going to stay that way really for the much of this season because we are in that dry period. Maybe that'll change more in the summertime when we get some of that monsoon moisture, but still very dry nonetheless here across much of the desert Southwest. Tomorrow's forecast, we are in the 80s for tomorrow afternoon. Very pleasant and dry, no humidity out there for tomorrow. We are hot for Sunday though, 94 degrees on that thermometer out there, but still remaining dry. And Ariane, I'm going to do it one more time to you. Please tell me about the Southeast.
I will tell you about the Southeast because I'm going to be staying closer to home, going back to Niceville post-grad, but I'm very excited. And what I'm more excited about is to see those sunny skies across the Southeast right now. Gorgeous day out there. We were supposed to have some rain, but that looked like it didn't happen today, so that is some great news if you love to get outdoors. As for our surface map right now, we can see a cold front that is in and across Texas right now, bringing some severe weather. But over the Tallahassee, Florida, Georgia, Alabama area, we're seeing some sunnier skies, so that's some great news out there. For current temperatures across the region, we're seeing those warm, muggy temperatures in and throughout southeast Georgia into the Florida Peninsula. A little bit cooler back behind us in Little Rock at 68 degrees. I'm a fan of the cooler temperatures, but hopefully they'll be on our way here soon. As for the wind, we are seeing gusty conditions here in Tallahassee. Little gusts up in Birmingham and Atlanta at 17 miles in Tallahassee, 12 and 13 in Birmingham and Atlanta. But as we look at the weekend weather, I'm going to quote Aaron here, it is moving very quickly across Florida and hopefully we'll be out by Sunday, leaving behind some cooler temperatures and some drier temperatures as well. As we take a look at that muggy cast, see those dry temperatures working in right behind that cold front. Dallas seeing dew points in the 40s. Tallahassee slowly creeping this way, but we're going to see some drier conditions, less humid, my favorite type of weather because my hair does not frizz. Always makes for a great hair day. As for Charlotte, though, we can see some sunny skies for Saturday, but storms are going to be rolling in as we head into Sunday. Nashville, great day to get out on the town tonight and possibly tomorrow, but look, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Nice and cool temperatures in the 40s for our lows. Tampa, I was there a couple weeks ago and it was miserably hot. But you know what? 78, I'll take it. 84, I'll take it. Any day of the week over 90 degrees on Saturday. For New Orleans, though, you can see that rain is going to be there Saturday, but a great night to hit Bourbon Street as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So we are going to ask Jason, where are you headed to?
Thanks, Ariana. So right now, I'm going to be taking my talents to Burlington, Vermont, to a station in Burlington, Vermont. I'm very excited. A lot colder than I'm used to. I've lived in Florida all my life, so it's going to be a really nice change. And well, you'll see later because it's a lot cooler than especially Evan and El Paso. It's going to be a lot cooler, but it's a beautiful day here in Burlington because they actually had like no clouds, no rain, perfect. It's really unseasonably weird for them because they usually get cloudy all the time. New England always gets this type of weather. And current temperatures right now, 66 in Burlington, amazing. I do not like these hot temperatures. That's one of the reasons why I'm going. And I'm going to be enjoying it every single day while you guys are down here sweating to death when it's, well, I don't know, December. Future radar showing that those clouds start to roll in, so back to normal for them. And they're going to actually have a warm front move through the area. You can see that little line of rain right here through Saturday. So that's going to bring a lot more muggy around temperatures and muggy conditions for them. And tomorrow is going to be 58, so a little cooler, probably because of that rain bringing through the area. The week ahead, though, for Burlington is going to be going weird. It's literally going to be raining on Saturday, and Sunday it's going to be 20%, so much nicer. And then for the rest of the week, though, 80%, 40%. So it's just good flip-flops back to 80, 40. It's going to be a lot of rain for me. I'm used to it. I grew up in Tampa, so I'm used to every single day rain, but not like this kind of rain. And I don't know, it's going to be a very nice change. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I just am very excited for my next chapter. But how do you feel, Melissa?
Well, you might not like the heat in Florida, Jason, but I do. That's why I'll be sticking around town, staying in our Florida conditions, because I absolutely love the heat, unlike a lot of people. But right now, really clear skies in Tallahassee. Not a lot going on, a couple showers off to the east, but really nice conditions for tonight. Unfortunately, that is going to change going into tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning, we'll start seeing some cover moving in, and then later on in the day, late afternoon, early evening, we will have storms moving through and have some potential for severe weather, so something to look out for. There is a slight risk for severe weather out with the Storm Prediction Center, so need to be aware of that going through tomorrow. If you have any plans, you may want to think about rescheduling it, especially if they're outside. But if you want to take advantage of the nice conditions out here in Tallahassee tonight, 71 at 10 p.m., dropping to 67 by 3 a.m. So if you want to go out and have a bonfire, it might be a nice night to do it before that rain sets in. It gets really hard to start any fires out there. If you're planning on walking your dog tomorrow morning, make sure you do it earlier so you kind of try to avoid those nasty conditions coming in later in the day. At 7 a.m., so if you don't like the cold all that much, you may want to wait till closer to 11 when it's up towards 74 to keep you and your pet a little bit warmer. Driving anywhere this weekend, conditions are going to be degrading throughout the day tomorrow. 60s in the morning, warming up to the 70s, but having that severe weather come through. So you're going to want to make sure you're off the road when that severe weather comes in so you don't get stuck in any dangerous situations. But if you're playing Galaga inside, should be pretty safe for you. 68 and mostly cloudy at 7 a.m., 75 and sprinkles at 11, and 77 at 4 with light rain. But again, inside playing video games, you should be okay and safe from the rain. Unless it takes out your power, that wouldn't be any fun. But your graduation forecast, again, many of us do graduate next Friday. All of our meteorology majors will be graduating next Friday. So cheers to us and everyone here on the show tonight. Friday, 86, a low of 61. Unfortunately, it looks like there may be showers going into next Friday. So just make sure you're maybe grab an umbrella on your way out, and a little bit of a breeze coming through as well. If you have any family flying in for graduation, no delays in Tallahassee as for right now. Everywhere else looks pretty clear except New York and JFK Airport, where we do have some delays going on. If you're stargazing tonight, not the greatest conditions for stargazing. Some fair conditions, but going to have that cloud cover moving in and maybe a few showers moving in as well. But we're going to move things on and take a look at what's going on in Albany, or around Palm Springs.
There you go. So, yes, that's right. I am going to Palm Springs, California in the Coachella Valley starting June 1st. So, as you can see, I can't wait to be in these beautiful mountainscapes. You can see these beautiful snow-capped mountains in this beautiful Coachella Valley. So right now, you can see little to nothing across Southern California, which is not too surprising. As we're getting more into the spring and closer to the summer months, we are going to see a bit drier conditions as the jet stream starts to move a little bit more north, and those storms tend to go north with it. So right now, not really looking at anything across really anywhere in Southern California. But as a native Floridian, I do love the heat, unlike some of my other senior colleagues here at FSU Weather. And good thing I'm moving to Southern California. As you can see in Palm Springs in the Coachella Valley this weekend, it is blisteringly hot, looking at temperatures in the triple digits, 104 degrees right now in Palm Springs. And we do have the Stagecoach Music Festival this weekend, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And for the next 7 days, you can see beautiful conditions, except here this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, temperatures over 100 degrees. You're going to want to be drinking lots of water. Stay inside if you can. However, we are going to be seeing some cooler temperatures as the week moves on, seeing temperatures more typical for this time of year in the 80s and the 70s. Tell me, Evan, what's it looking like with sports?
Well, sports are looking pretty dandy. Well, actually, that forecast is not looking too dandy up in South Bend, Indiana for tomorrow, where we have our baseball team taking on Notre Dame. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get this game in tomorrow. However, if they do decide to take a shot at it, looks like there could be some showers in the forecast starting around game time and lasting throughout the game. Temperatures are going to be around average, sitting in the lower 60s, dropping through the 50s by game's end. Similar story for Sunday as well. First pitch is around 3 p.m. there. And again, we're going to be cooler in the upper 40s, but again, not looking great for that game day forecast with showers in that forecast. So the Noles may get a break this weekend. I know that we've been struggling a little bit as of late, so maybe a break is maybe what they might need there. Softball, however, does not need a break. They are red hot right now, and they're going to be taking on Notre Dame as well, also in South Bend, Indiana. But once again, we are going to deal with that shower and storm threat throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the 60s, but that rain threat is pretty significant, and it could impact the game there. Track and field, however, in Austin, Texas, much drier, much better conditions there, sitting in the 50s around 9 a.m. and then warming up through the 70s by the afternoon hours. So great conditions there for some running on that track. Wanique, you're going up to where I'm from, sort of, and my home state of New York, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm headed from one capital region to the next. I'm going to Albany, New York, and I'm so excited to be in this historic city. Right now, it's pretty Albany, but we will see that change as those showers start to roll through on Saturday morning. So right now, as you can see, we only have a few rumbles of scattered showers across Roxbury, but as that radar will show us, we will see those showers start to roll in on Saturday morning. Currently, right now, it's mild in the capital region. Temperatures in the upper 50s, lower 60s, 61 in Albany and 62 in North Adams. But when that rain starts to roll through the area and that cloud cover starts to roll through as well, those temperatures will drop. We will see heavy rainfall accumulation in the capital city. So Albany is in for a marginal risk tomorrow, so it may not be the best day to go out to the Adirondacks and go for a hike. And speaking of that topography, Albany is a little tricky when it comes to topography, so we will see heavier rainfall accumulations in those low-lying areas, but if you are in the mountains, you will not see as much rain. Well, now tomorrow we will see those temperatures cool down to the upper 40s, lower 50s. Albany will cool down to 53 degrees tomorrow. Glenville will cool down to 49 degrees. So the week ahead will show that we will have that widespread rain activity on Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday we will have a better chance for that rain to clear up. Thursday we'll get a brief break, and Friday those rain showers will return. But we have a special surprise for you. Take it away, guys.
Because this is too close for comfort and it's too worrying to just say, let's go over to the west, we can be fine now. It's still too close for comfort. You want to stay inside. Was Lewis on the interior or his New York Giants football team? But I do not. I'm a Broncos fan, unfortunately. However, we can look at our Doak Campbell Stadium, which maybe provide some excitement this fall. Degrees there on Thursday, sorry.
And I did want to point out, Jason is wearing a stunning cloud tie. I don't know if you saw the white clouds on it, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of cloud ties personally. But yeah, let's take our look at the tornadoes. Once those tornadoes, that tornado threat starts to travel eastward, make sure you are sheltered in place.
Good evening, Tallahassee, and welcome to FSU Weather Friday edition. I'm Shannon, Geiger, and we have an action-packed show for you tonight, so grab your chocolates and get ready for it.
Now, across the country, there are different criteria for announcing weather. promised you that, but first of all, there actually right there is going to be some precipitation. And for men's basketball versus Florida, we have as well.
Oh no! Hello. Hello there.
Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a really special video out to the entire FSU Weather family and also the seniors who are graduating this year. But here, if you haven't been watching over the past week or so, you've known that we've been having a special tradition here at FSU Weather where we've been passing off the clipboard of one team leader to the next generation of a team leader, which is yours truly right here. But first off, I want to say how thankful I am for everybody to show up on Fridays. Not just Friday, but every single day of the week. Because honestly, you guys are what makes the show happen. The talent, the tech producers, the weathercasters who come here and actually grow their skills on air. And also want to give a special shout out to Professor Dignan and Dr. John Alquist, who have really done a lot to make this program what it is right now. It's completely student run and completely one of the, in my opinion, one of the best weather shows you've ever seen in history here. So again, Chandler, it is an honor to be able to pass this clipboard off to you. And I really hope to see what you do next year.
Oh, I'm so excited about it. I'm definitely happy to have this opportunity. It's going to be great. One of the things I'm looking forward to is using some of those awesome graphics that this guy keeps on bringing up in his shows, keeping that tradition going. And well, we'll just keep on having the Friday Fun Day, make sure that we have some fun and keep on going. This has been a great experience so far. I've been able to do this for the past several years, but now I get to actually see how it goes on behind the scenes and create some shows for you guys that are going to hopefully give you some insights into some new stuff, maybe some research that we're doing here at EOS. But of course, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Aaron, do you have anything else to say?
That's right, and honestly, the joy of being a team leader is how fun and exciting it is to go into the studio I guess in this case, every Friday, right? And just look at the faces on everybody, because they're the ones who make your day. You really want to go in and come in with a smile because you know it's worth it at the end of the day.
Man, I look forward to that. It's going to be awesome. I mean, Fridays are fun anyway, just getting into the weekend, but it's going to be great to be able to hype everybody up into the weekend and maybe have a fun show to end the week. But I think now, are we going to toss things over now, or okay, just a little bit more time? But how about that weather? We do have that storm coming in on the weekend, right?
That's right, we do have that storm coming in on the weekend, so make sure you bring those umbrellas out just in case it is a damper of a Saturday and a Sunday. So do watch out if you're headed out the door with that slight risk of severe weather. So do watch out.
Man, we've had a few slight risks, a little bit of a crazy situation that we've had, but. Especially with last week where we had all those tornadoes, or last few days where we had some tornado warnings.
That's right. Across the area, we had those severe thunderstorm warnings yesterday, and then we had the tornado warnings as well on top of that, and unfortunately, it looks like it probably did cause some damage just outside of Tallahassee.
Quite crazy, but definitely tune in to us, and we'll keep you guys informed throughout next semester. Of course, this is our final show, so thank you guys for watching. Now we're going to have the seniors talk about, or send them off one last time, but now we're going to toss things over to the wall.
Thanks, Chandler. So yeah, this is the end of the road for all of us seniors here at FSU Weather. All of us, this is our final show, our last hurrah at FSU Weather. So we're going to go down the line here and we'll just tell you what our plans are after graduation. I myself have accepted a job at KDBC, CBS 4 in El Paso, Texas. I'll be starting there mid-June, and I'll be their weekday morning meteorologist there. So I'm very honored to get that position and kick off my broadcast meteorology career there. I want to give a quick thank you to everybody that's in the studio today. You guys can't see how packed it is in here today, but there are so many people coming out to support the show. I would not be up here if it was not for you guys, and I would not be on this career path if it wasn't for you guys, and also my parents, because nagging works, and they forced me to come here last fall, so thank you to my parents for that as well. But again, you guys are amazing people, and again, you're a huge reason why I'm up here today, so thank you to everybody up there. So now I'm going to pass things off, wink wink, to Mr. Jason Korver.
Thank you, Evan. So, as I said before, I am going to be taking my talents to Burlington, Vermont. It's going to be very nice. A station there, I think it's WVNY, sorry, it's really confusing. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a weekend position there. I've always looked up to this. I really didn't think I'll be doing it into TV But then I did FSU weather like 2 years ago. It's crazy because I always hated TV. I never wanted to do, I always wanted to do like National Weather Service or anything like that. And then I decided, hey, let's just try this out to see if it works. And it's like, hey, I'm actually really good at this. I like talking about the weather, and it's something I'm really passionate about. And I'm really excited to spend hopefully the rest of my life doing this. And I'm really grateful for the experiences I got here, and hopefully I can always come back and always, I don't know, maybe work on the show a little bit every time I come back, but maybe not, we'll see. But let's actually see what Spencer's going to do, because I'm really curious.
Yes, and one last thing, this is meteorologist Evan Regan signing off.
And this is meteorologist Jason Korver.
Forgot that part.
Yeah, I forgot that part too. Thank you, Evan.
Meteorologist Spencer Blum here. As I mentioned a few moments ago, I have accepted a position at KESQ News Channel 3, the Deserts news leader in the Coachella Valley. So late next month, actually a month from today exactly, I'll be flying out to Southern California and beginning my career out there. And I'd also like to give a really big thank you to everyone here at FSU Weather. I too did not necessarily see myself doing broadcast at first, but then the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel with it, and you realize that it's really not just standing in front of a green screen. Our job is to, I call it more of a science communicator. On one side of the coin, you have people at the National Weather Service who give you the information very technically, but not everyone can understand that technical data and the technical jargon. So that job falls to us to take that knowledge and communicate it to the general public. And that is something that I feel I cannot wait to do, and sharing the weather in a way that people can understand in a very scientifically impactful way. That makes sense. So really excited to be moving out to the Coachella Valley into the Palm Springs area. And with that, I guess I'm just going to pass it off to Wanique. Where are you going, Wanique?
Well, I'm headed to WNYT in Albany, New York. I'm very excited to be headed to the capital region. As I mentioned before, I'm headed from one capital region to another, so it's really a dream come true to be a meteorologist. I've always wanted to be a meteorologist, specifically a Florida State meteorologist, so I want to thank everyone at FSU Weather. Go Noles, yeah, go Noles. I want to thank Dr. John Alquist and Professor Dignon because this program is truly phenomenal. There's nothing like FSU Weather, and we all wouldn't be here today without that. So thank you again, and this is meteorologist Wanique Martinez signing off. Katie?
Hello, Tallahassee. So my plans are to probably move back home to my hometown, West Palm Beach, and I will be having a summer of travel until then. But yeah, I really enjoyed, I'm a little bit new to broadcast meteorology. I didn't start till this semester, so everything was pretty much very new to me, and I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who helped and supported me through it. So let's pass things to Melissa.
So, as I said earlier, I will be actually staying here in Tallahassee. I accepted a position as Assistant State Meteorologist with the Florida Division of Emergency Management, which I never thought I'd be going into emergency management, but I will always value my time here on FSU Weather. I did actually consider broadcast because of FSU Weather. It just didn't work out that way in the end. But I formed a real family here on FSU Weather. I was the team leader last year, and we just formed a really big family. We all go out afterwards. We all have a fun time on the show and after the show. And it's just a great experience, made a lot of really close friends. And I'm really excited to see where they go, how we all work out in the future. And again, I love this family. I love everyone I've met so far, and it's going to be a great year going forward. I'll make sure to watch the show going forward to see where everyone ends up. Parker?
Thank you. For those of you who have been watching this show for the past 6 years, yeah, get that. I've been here a long time. I did my undergraduate studies here at Florida State, and I graduated with my bachelor's back in 2021. Got an opportunity to pursue my master's in grad school in the same field of meteorology, so I took that. And then I've also had the pleasure of being a teaching assistant to many of those who I'm standing next to up here on the wall, and to many of those in the crowd, so thank you for being great students. And hopefully I was a great TA along the way. But I don't know where I'll be taking my talents yet because I'm undecided. I've got a few options on the table, but I'll be making an announcement within the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned for that. And for the very last time here on FSU Weather, I am meteorologist Parker Beasley, the two-time.
Hey guys, so I'm going to be moving back home after graduation, and I've told everybody here, but I'm going on a European cruise at the end of May, so they're probably sick and tired of hearing that. But after that, I plan on taking the AFOQT to try and commission as an officer in the U.S. Air Force, so I'm super excited for that. Growing up in a military community and all, I can't wait to hopefully give back to my country. And ever since I was a little girl, I had always dreamed of being a meteorologist at Florida State. So I'm very excited to finally say I'm meteorologist Ariana Whittick, and I'm signing off. So here is Hayden.
Hello, guys. This is actually Light Parker. I'm one of the more senior residents here. This is my 5th year doing FSU weather. Our senior year, we were going through COVID. Dr. Alquist and Nancy Dignit really picked up the program. We had this great cast in front of us. I'm also TA to some of these students, some of the most incredible people I've ever met. So I wish them all nothing but best in the future. As for my occupation, I'm waiting to hear back from NOAA. We'll cross our fingers on that one, but I look forward to helping these people and with the weather, and hopefully it's with the government. Is anything else that the seniors have to say? I don't think so. All right, on that note, we have 1 minute, so does anyone want to take the mic to say goodbye?
Well, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather.
You can on Facebook at FSU Weather. You can watch us live on YouTube at FSU Weather.
And on TikTok. Yay.
Yes, follow our TikTok, please.
And on Instagram as well at FSU Weather. So make sure you follow us everywhere. We have a great time here on the show, and it's going to keep going next year with our next Awesome Friday team leader. So keep it up. But hopefully we'll keep seeing you all. We're all going to be hanging around here somewhere. So make sure if you see one of us around, shout out hi. You might not see many of us here again. Maybe we'll make a pit stop surprise. Just stop by, see what's going on the show. But not a whole lot going on after that. Wish us all luck in our futures. Hopefully we'll be all going in a positive route and getting into our goals and meeting our goals going forward. But from all of us here on FSU Weather, thank you so much for joining us tonight and helping us celebrate our graduation next week. And we'll see you all sometime soon.
And most importantly, go Noles!
Go Noles!